She's already won a major championship. Sei Young Kim's won 10 times in her career. Really accomplished player looking for her first major championship.
Yeah, and this is a player that we've had our eye on several other major championships, trying to keep those momentum from the first couple of days going.
Good putt there, good bird.
Try to get her to play a little more conservatively at times. It'll be interesting if she takes this one on.
Perfect. It's a perfect lead.
She's gotten close, but hasn't quite closed the deal in a major.
Wow.
She did there, though.
It was absolute precision on both shots. Perfect location off of the tee to that hole location, and then a great execution with that birdie putt and a great bounce back.
Great positioning.
She's got room behind it, too.
Just go straight at it, why don't you? Young Kim, great look here for birdie. Oh, making it look easy on this sixth hole. So, Sei Young Kim with back-to-back bird.
Similar challenge, downhill lie, out of the rough, a little better angle. How good is that?
Those shots were not
How good is that? Did you see how high she was able to hit it off that downhill lie, too? Tremendous.
Yesterday that she made 4 in a row. Wow, she is seeing it and feeling it right now.
Just pouring it in one after another.
Yeah, 176 on the card, but it does play downhill, so it's going to play more like 170. This should be plenty of club.
Trying to work it in left to right.
Really good line.
Yeah, safer below the hole.
Such an advantage to be able to move it from left to right. The landing area, since you can't see it.
Good news is this green is pretty flat. Short of the hole and all the way up to the hole.
Yep, it's rolling right, didn't I?
Yep, just about hole high, about 7-8
Yeah.
feet. Their early walk, I think she thought it might hang in there.
She made 6 birdies on this front 9 yesterday. I guess she'll just have to settle for 4 of them today. 85 yards to the hole.
And that's going to come back too.
Goodness, didn't get it up there.
The 10th hole has caused havoc for these players all 3 days. We've seen and played the most difficult the first 2 days.
Very slow back up the hill. Really nicely done. Can minimize the damage.
Yeah, there are such things as good bogeys when you are able to at least minimize the damage and walk away from a hole having hit at least a good shot, and that was a good putt.
PGA Championship. 211.
While we were away, Sei Young Kim with her tee shot. Leaning like it's going a little bit right. No trouble there. Flirting with the bunker somewhat, but perfectly fine.
They're playing this 7 yards uphill, so close to a 140 shot.
Yeah, got it spot on. Not always easy to get the number right. We saw Lydia Ko 3-putt here, no problem for Sei Young Kim. She remains 1 back of Anna Nordqvist.
And Terry and Paige, we keep talking about the lack of majors, and it's got to be so tough for Sei Young with all her fellow Koreans who have the majors, like Jin Young Ko, Sunghyun Park, Inji Chun. You know, she's the one that doesn't have it, and they do. It's got to weigh on her immensely.
12 from the bunker, Sei Young Kim's third.
Great shot, bud.
Greatness there. On cue.
Relationship between coach and player in our PGA professionals.
Always amazing, though, how many different swings there are out on tour and how it gets done in different ways. Kind of hanging in there, hoping it stays in the fairway, but no problem, it does.
hardly anything behind this flagstick, so they're all guarding against going long. And if you really pumped one right at the top and it went over, that'd be the worst place to end up.
Yeah, the little bunker back there, small little bunker tucked behind that, is going to climb up onto the correct level and then disappear back down.
Good job.
Not too bad though. Good chance for a birdie for Sei Young Kim. Now, Sei Young Kim to save par. Okay, no problems there for Sei Young. Mentioned not winning a major championship, but she did win the CME Group Tour Championship last year.
I think it's because she has such a multi-dimensional game.
There's the swagger.
She also has a tremendous flair for the dramatic, and some of the wins that she's had, it's been exceptional in how she's gotten it done.
Yeah, nicely done. Good strategy on that hole. It worked out for Sei Young with the second shot left of the green.
And that's exactly what she did. That was just a soft little 9.
Don't have to do any more than that. Back with the par putt at 17 for the leader. 8 under. Stays right there. Danielle King, by the way, made bogey, so back-to-back bogeys for her. Overnight leader, Sei Young Kim, trying to win her first major championship. Really good par save here.
Incredible to be tested this early in the round.
10 wins in her career, some big wins, but this a major championship, and the approach at the third.
And after a good par save, why not be able to take advantage with a great approach?
Where she's done her work too. This to get it to 8 under and a 3-shot lead at that point. Green speed stay about the same or through the week?
It looks to be the course conditions have been great all week long. Keeping the course in good shape, very fair for the players, but you do get this tendency where the ball likes to roll out just past the hole. So when you do get above, you'll see a lot of players get very conservative with their pace.
Dew on it, some moisture out there.
It sounded good.
It was right at it. Is it going to stay? Well read. Yeah, shot 29 on the front nine on Friday, finishing up her day.
Good news is this isn't the worst place to be pitching from. Uphill lie, decent amount of green to work with. Left to right break when it hits. Oh, gorgeous.
Made it look easy.
Maybe doesn't have to work that hard for par. Made easy work of that.
Yeah, the couple of tests that she's had so far today, par save at 2 and this nice up and down at 7.
Yeah, much more aggressive line, Kay.
Very aggressive. That's in her DNA, isn't it, to play aggressively?
Yeah,
Wow.
she's a strong player. Her father operated a Taekwondo academy when she was growing up. Speaking of dominant, Sei Young Kim has a chance to get to 10 under par here. And a 3-shot lead.
Just fooled a little bit, but not a hole that we're going to see a lot of birdies on or have seen a lot of birdies on today, given that whole location. These par 3s, a lot of times just 3 is good and move on. Position A.
Worry free. Sei Young Kim's third. Well, okay. Got to be feeling great.
Golden opportunity to hit it close. Just with a sand wedge in. How about that?
With the spin. Time and again.
You couldn't have placed that drive in a better position either.
Well, she knew she just kind of babied that one. Decelerated, just didn't want to have any part of possibly racing that by.
So we saw an aggressive player now start to take the foot off a little bit.
Shanice, even par may well be good enough to get it done today.
A little bit of wind picking up, blowing left to right, pushing her drive to the right.
Is it going to carry those bunkers? It's going to end up in that little pocket, and she's got away with it.
Yeah, we've got one tucked here on 12, one tucked on 14. 16's a par 5 she can go for if she just stays patient. And then 17 is going to be a bear to get through.
Went from the 8-iron to the 7-iron.
Hole high.
And so far, every time she's been in between clubs, the final selection has seemed to be pretty good. Right to left movement. Oh, really good roll. That just snapped a little bit more at the end than she thought.
And I haven't seen any change in her demeanor, Kay. It looks like she's just stepping right up, not taking that extra time, not slowing down, just maintaining that same pace she's had throughout the tournament.
I'm sure she wants to go right at this with a wedge in her hand.
Stays aggressive. Right at it. Been watching that all week.
Center cut.
20th birdie of the week for Sei Young Kim.
But if she does go at that tower, if she hits it far enough, she could get a little bit of help from a ridge in the green to feed back towards the hole.
That's exactly the play she was looking for.
There's that ridge, and there's the help. And there is another really good look at birdie for Sei Young Kim, and what a fabulous performance this has been. Is it another birdie? It is her 21st of the week, 6 more than any other player in the field.
Okay. Yeah, it was this and then the U.S. Women's Open, and that was just a huge.
Back at the 16th and the 3rd for Sei Young Kim, whose most lofted wedges of 56, but she works some magic around these greens with it. And there's another fine example.
It's remarkable, Tom. Typically 58, 59, 60 degree is more of what players have in their bag.
She would equal 267, the lowest scoring record in this championship. Betsy King in 92. And there's the birdie. So 2 pars and she will equal that scoring record. That gives you an idea of how well she's played this week.
Drawing it in a little right of the flagstick. Beautiful.
That was incredible.
Total control.
And you really can see that in her pace of play, too. She looked at her last target.
She just keeps doing it, Paige.
Just keep filling it up, right?
This is incredible. 13, 14, 16, 17. She's got it to 14 under par.
Taking it up the left-hand side. Plenty of power to get past those bunkers.
There's plenty of club off the uphill. It should come out a little higher.
Going right at it. What else would she do?
To the very end. Just put it on a loop. Just keeps playing. Oh. But what a final day. What a week. Tap in putt 63, and Sei Young Kim, who had accomplished everything but a major championship, is now a major champion, the winner of the KPMG Women's PGA Championship.